Hi, we are the Accurate Collective, a partial DID system and psychologists. We are 7 identities in this body because abuse was so constant and intense in our childhood and teenage years, our body couldn't process it properly to integrate our natural human mental states in one only identity as it should happen around the ages 5 to 8. And so our brain had to specialize groups of separated contents of our mind for each to have a specific role, and most of them develop a sense of self. This is a very complex process, but a similar type of compartmentalization happens in survivors who have memory loss after traumatic events. Recovering memories doesn't necessarily mean we see something that was completely out of reach all along. Let's think about this as a jigsaw puzzle. We might believe recovering memories means getting the key to a basement where the whole puzzle was locked in. But sometimes we had the puzzle laying near us all along. We would just ignore it, whether we wanted to ignore it or whether we didn't even know it was a puzzle worth playing, or maybe we didn't even know that was a puzzle. Other times we had been aware of its existence, maybe even looked at it and or played with it, but somehow we forget it exists or it gets moved from there or something like that. All of this can happen with each of the pieces of the puzzle. Some might be locked 3 worlds away from us, others might be near me, but lacking color, so we can't quite interpret what it is or which of all of our puzzles it belongs to. Maybe there are some of its pieces mixed inside a bag full of pieces of another puzzle. Maybe we didn't even get some pieces in the first place when we got the puzzle, so there's no way we can get them back because there's nothing to get back. This could happen when we get dissociated during a traumatic event, so our attention drifts away and our brain never saves the information. Sometimes we could technically get some of the pieces back to try to solve the puzzle, but we would have to climb the Everest following a very specific path that nobody knows, so it gets too tricky to even try to get them back. Our body is 25 years old now, and we started recovering memories when we started studying human development in college at 21 years old. We realized how our childhood had been far from good, and we started remembering scenes of our mom hitting us and our sister, of our dad verbally abusing us all the time, of our classmates bullying us and sexually harassing us every day, of men around us looking at us and touching us in disgusting ways the moment our body started changing, of family friends, of cousins, of ex-boyfriends and teachers sexually assaulting us, people around us calling us cursed or dirty for growing up too fast or for speaking on our mind, especially religious people. Since we were a child, we had always hated our city. We wanted to leave. But we never really reflected on the reason why beyond these people suck. We just left with the excuse of wanting a better education, one that we could have had there. Only 5 years ago, we started noticing how we have always had holes in our everyday life whose length goes from days to years long. Just as being hit and humiliated every day, we thought huge memory gaps were normal, something everyone passed through. It's been only 2 years since we discovered we're a system, so trauma, important memory loss, and even highly complex dissociative fragmentation can go unnoticed for a very long time.